Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Auntie Nell's Kitchen, nieces and nephews. And to my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you all for your love and support to my channel. I really do appreciate it. And to those of you that are just running through, I appreciate you watching my videos. Today, we are going to make Auntie's lemon cheesecake. Yes, it's a lemon cream cheesecake. It's really delicious. You got that sweet, tangy tart filling all that lemon goodness. So you give Auntie a moment. We're going to do Auntie's flipping the swip. And see them all lemony down, huh? See? Because you know my motto, when life gives you lemons, you do what? You make lemonade. And you know I'm all about making that lemonade. And I want you to make lemonade too, okay? So let's get started. Let's get this flipping and swipping going, okay? Hold on. Okay, let's show you everything we need. You're going to need 1 box of lemon cake mix. You know Auntie all about that date now. You know all about that date. And it's Christmas in about, a week or so. And see that date? Auntie all about these dates now. So this, I only like Duncan Hines recipe, Duncan Hines cake mixes. Throw that over there, little housekeeping. 1 box of 3-ounce lemon jello. And this was so hard to find this time of year. So when I found it, I got more than one. 5 large eggs. 3/4 cups of lemonade. 1 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Or whatever oil you want. You can use canola. You can use olive. Whatever oil you like to use. And even though it's a cake mix, I do, this is a lemon cake mix. I'm going to use still 1 teaspoon of my lemon extract. Remember what I told you guys. This right here, these are gourmet extracts. I order them. Okay? 150% better than what you get out the grocery store. Okay, now we're going to go over this again. 1 box of lemon cake mix. 1 box of 3-ounce lemon jello. 5 large eggs. 3/4 cup of lemonade. 1 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And 1 teaspoon of pure lemon extract, not imitation. Okay, okie dokie. And since this is a lemon cream cheesecake, I did my lemon cheesecake yesterday because the cheesecake has to sit over. It was baked. This is a baked cheesecake. It has to sit overnight. You cannot use a non-baked cheesecake in this recipe. None of my cheesecake cake recipes I use non-baked cheesecakes. Okay, I'm going to put this over here and I'll be right back and we're going to get Alame out. Okay, I have my cake mix in my bowl. I'm going to put my jello in. And you don't have to be all precise about, let me just add this, miss that. No, everything can go into this bowl at one time. You know, we're going to keep everything real, focus steady, and keep everything moving. Gonna add everything in at one time because we are using a cake mix. And you can use a hand mixer with this recipe. And we're gonna add our 1 teaspoon, and Auntie forgot a measuring spoon. You know, I can eyeball. I've been doing it so long. That's my 1 teaspoon of my lemon extract. And I know you question, why she adding an extract to a cake mix? Because it's going to elevate that cake mix flavor. And it's going to take that cake mix flavor out with all this other stuff. Okay, we're going to get Alame started. And I'll be right back once this is blended. Now make sure you keep your cheesecake in the refrigerator. I just brought it out to show you what it looked like. And I'm going to do my cheesecake recipe upload. Because I want to show you how I make my basic cheesecake, okay? All right, look at my cake batter. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? See how nice and creamy that is. And when you're dealing with the cake mix, because sometimes cake mix can have little teardrop sized lumps. That's why you want to make sure you let your cake mix blend it really, really well. And it does take a little extra time to blend. You want to make sure every little teardrop lump is gone. And you see this is nice and creamy. You cannot over mix a cake mix. I'm talking about a cake mix. You can over mix a scratch batter because of the butter and the eggs. Because you can end up whipping it, but you cannot over mix this. Okay, just a little side note. So we're gonna get my pans. I'm using two 9-inch pans because my cheesecake is a 9-inch. Now, we are going to start loading our contestants. So, I have contestant number 1, which she has come on down. So, we're going to start out because, I want to make sure my cake layers are even. So, I will take 1 scoop of this lemon batter and get it on in. I am a southpaw, so I scoop that on around. Give contestant number 1 a nice good, this is a 1 cup measuring cup. You can start off using any measuring cup you want. Okay. So I will add 2 cups of this because I will be able to get 2 cups out of here. And I will just make sure contestant number 1's batter is evenly spreading out. Now, move that one out of the way and bring over contestant number 2. Which I can just lay that there. My oven is already preheated. You will cook this cake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And you would do a tester. If your toothpick or your cake tester comes out clean, you're good to go. We are going to now contestant number 2. We get his 2nd cup. Housekeeping. Now this little bit I can eyeball, which I will use a larger spatula for this because I have all this goodness over here on the side and I want to make sure all of that gets in here. So I will take me a nice little spatula full of this. And put that in contestant number 1. Well, that's contestant number 2. Nice little spatula full over here. A little bit more. And then take the rest of this and just scrape this bowl on down. And that is it. And so I will have my 2 even cake layers. That's why it's really good to use silicone. Because you see how things just so easily slide off. Now, you see the air bubbles? You're going to tap. Because you also have air bubbles inside of there. Inside your layers that you cannot see. So you want to tap your layers. See these air bubbles on top? Those air bubbles also exist on the inside of your batter. Okay, I'm going to put these in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 30 minutes. And get these in the oven. I'll see you guys in a bit. quick note, nieces and nephews, this oven has 3 rats. If your oven has 3 rats, bake it on your always try to bake your cakes on your your top rack. Never bake your cakes on your bottom rack that's closest to your heat source. Okay, especially if you got a gas stove, do not bake it on it. Always bake your cakes on your second to third rack. I prefer the top rack, but if you're baking multiple cake pans, use your second and third rack. Never use your bottom rack, okay? Because you're going to burn your cake on the bottom, and it will not cook thoroughly on the inside because you've already overcooked it and gave it a little char on the bottom, okay? And then you're going to have to cut that off, and it's going to mess your whole cake up. Okay, our cake's out the oven. Turn this off. It took exactly 30 minutes. Okay, tell you something about you don't have to go buy this. Get you some toothpicks, okay? I only got this because it was a quarter. Okay, and I really couldn't find it. See, clean, clean, clean. So fresh and so clean, clean. Clean, clean. And I do go testing several spots. And I know this cake is done. So, clean, 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 clean. So I'm going to let this cool. And I'll be right back. I'm going to explain to you about my frosting, okay? Okay, we got our cake layer. It's cool. I have my cheesecake out, ready to layer. I have my other cake layer, which I am going to loosen around so I can pop that out. I have my basic white cream cheese frosting, and I'm going to be using in my outline stencil. So you all don't have to do all that, huh? You know Auntie Extra. I'm going to show you this is a simple cake, okay? Okay, what I'm going to do first, I am going to forgot my spreader. First, make sure your hands are nice and clean, clean. Antibacterial soap. Okay, I'm going to take me some. This is my basic lemon buttercream, and I'm not going to put a lot on here, and I could just lay that there. I'm just going to give this a nice little spready. And you notice I'm not using a cake board on here because I'm going to use my cake lifter over there. I said, you know what? I went out there, I'm like, let me get some of this stuff out of here, out of this. Doesn't matter if it comes apart because you know why? Because a cheesecake is going on top of here. So I'm just giving this a nice little thin coat of this lemon buttercream. And if you want the recipe to this lemon buttercream, it's on a previous upload when I did a lemon cake. And it'll give you the recipe to this lemon buttercream. And I don't want to put a heavy coat on here in between my cheesecake because I'm not using any fruit. Because that lemon cheesecake has a lot of flavor in it. And I don't want to overpower. Okay? And I do have my cake dowels. Okay, I'm going to remove my cheesecake from my cheesecake pan. And I need gloves for that. And because this is a crustless cheesecake, because this is made specifically to go in between a cheesecake. So there was no reason for me to could not use my hands because it's messy. So again, I'm just going to take a very thin layer of this and just spread it on here. And you have to be very gentle with this on top of a cheesecake, because as you can see, you can smear it. So I'm going to get this all done because this is going to take some time. This is boring to watch. Okay, now this is on. I'm going to take my top layer, my last, because that's the number 2 cake layer, and put it on here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to secure it with some cake dowels. These are very important to have if you're going to be doing high level cakes. And I went on and just ordered me one of these, honey, because it's a lot easier to do, to cut these down. And I want to see about how much of that. Yep. So I know about how much to cut down on the next ones. And it's okay. That's okay. So I just cut a little bit of that off. It was so much easier to cut. And you don't want to put it on the edge now. You want to, and I'll cut a little bit more. They're hard to get out. Because I normally I was using them scissors. And you need to use 5 when you're doing a cake, a tall cake. Use 5. When you're doing a 9, you have to use 5. Just let them know that there's a dowel in there, okay? Always let them know that, oh, there's a cake dowel in there. Well, I don't cook for profit, so my cakes are only made for my little events or a special family member, so that's no big deal for me. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a crumb coat of basic cream cheese icing. All this is 1 block of cream cheese with 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I did add a the Country Time lemonade. I added 1 scoop of that with a teaspoon of lemon extract, and so because I wanted it to have that lemony, like lemonade type, but I didn't want it yellow. I needed it to remain white. So I'm going to take this and I want to give myself a crumb coat. And then I'm going to put this in the fridge. I think I'll put it in the freezer. I'm going to put this in the freezer rather because it has a cheesecake in the middle. So I'm going to put it in the freezer. Now, nieces and nephews, you can leave this cake like this because this cream cheese icing is lemon flavored. Remember I told you it's just this icing is, you would definitely need probably 2 blocks of cream cheese, 4 cups of powdered sugar, and use 2 cups of the Country Time lemonade with a teaspoon of pure lemon extract. But you can leave it like this, and it's considered really a done cake. But you know, Auntie got to be extra. Or if you want the lemon buttercream that you have, you would take excuse me, you would take 2 sticks. No, you would take, just go to my previous upload or of, I tell you what, let's just make this a lot easier for your nieces and nephews. Just take 3 sticks of butter with 6 cups of powdered sugar, lemon juice, fresh, the juice of 1 fresh lemon, and add you some yellow food coloring, and this will give you your buttercream. Or you can just go to my original recipe with the lemon cake mixes on my channel on the desserts playlist, and you'll see the original recipe for my lemon buttercream. So, or you can just stick to this lemon cream cheese recipe for this cake, which I recommend using this lemon cream cheese recipe for this cake. The reason why, because I'm going to be extra, because this is a special cake, because I'm going to be using my borders, okay? And I'm going to be dyeing my borders using this. So just give me a moment and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now this has to go back in the freezer for about 15 minutes while this sets, because if it's not set, I cannot use my borders, okay? Okay, you don't have to do this. This is just something I'm doing, just showing you that I'm using a stencil. So I'm going to just put my yellow on here, because it's going to be doneness. I can't see. So let me see where I left it at. And you have to press it into your icing, your cake, so to make sure you get that pretty imprint. Now, guys, I am not a professional. I am a home country girl. So it's just something I have picked up along the years as a hobby. Like I said, I don't bake for profit and I don't bake for people. It's just special stuff. That's why, it's just self-taught. And you don't need a whole lot. And then I put this, and then it'll go in the freezer till it's set, and then I peel it away. And so I had to get down closer so I can see my imprints. Because Mother can't see. And then I'm just going to take my large scraper. And these are, like I said, guys, you don't have to do this. Auntie just being extra. Because I'm enjoying, enjoying the channel. That's it. Make a mess. And you're not looking for perfection. This is not Cake Boss. You're not looking for perfection. You just it's all about having fun and loving what you do. People want perfection. They have to go pay for it. And that's just the truth. They want perfection. They need to go pay for it. Like I said, I am not a professional baker. It's a hobby. So I'll be right back. Guys, let's keep it real. I have a Zoom doctor's appointment. And I said, and I took that stencil off. I said, I don't have time to stencil. So I decided to take that off, and we're going to ombre. Ombre is when you take 2 or more colors and you stripe them. Only thing you do, you just take this and you just put, like, this is a yellow down here and this is a white, and I'm going to take my smoother, and the only thing I'm going to do is just go around like this and smooth it out. I'm going to ombre them. I don't have time. That's why I say it's keeping it real. There are no retakes in this kitchen. No hoity-toity. It's all real. No hoity-toity. No hoity-toity here. And I fill in that gap right here. You see when you get a gap, all the thing you got to do is fill it in. Scraper, scrape, scrape, scrape. Take your scraper, go back over it. And I've got my ombre. I don't have time for that. Nope, no siree bob. And one thing I got to do, I'm going to do a snip, snip. Quick little border top. And I'm going to start off in the middle. And I don't even care if it's not all pretty and straight, because like I said, I am not a professional. I am all self-taught. Now, you want professional hoity-toity, you got to go to the high-end bakeries, because this is Auntie's Country Kitchen, honey. So here it is. And we are going to cut into this so you can see what this looks like, but I need to let it sit. So you want hoity-toity? There it is. Hoity-toity. No hoity-toity. That's it. Okay, guys, this is what the cake looks like. See that bounce back? Look at that bounce back. This is, see? Here it is. That's the cream cheese, that luscious lemon cake. Auntie is really pressed for time. And I already transferred it to my cake board. Look at there. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Yes, I got a little extra. Again, Auntie had to improvise. You can't miss those appointments, honey, because they'll charge you $25, $30 no show. And I need to make sure my connection is good and solid. You know, it's amazing to have you waiting there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you make this cake really simple. Any questions, leave it in the comment, and you know I always answer back. So again, if you want this recipe for that lemon buttercream, go to my playlist under that lemon cake, and you will get this exact recipe for that lemon buttercream. This cream cheese, lemon, icing. Again, take 2 blocks of cream cheese and 4 cups of powdered sugar. You can add a pack of Kool-Aid, or you can add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. If you want exact measurements, you know, I gave them to you early in the video, but I have so many different variations of how I make my lemon cream cheese. The best one to me is adding the lemon juice with the cream cheese and add a little bit of that country time lemonade with a teaspoon of that lemon, pure lemon extract, okay? So if you follow what I did and listen to my earlier in the video, this is a fail-proof cake, okay? So I'm going to say my see you later face to face. You know I love you guys, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video. Again, I appreciate all your love and support. And I hope you really hope you make this cake and put it on your table. It doesn't have to be a holiday. It can be anytime. It's always any time for a special dessert, okay? So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I always say, go be you, but please be great being you. And hugs, tight hugs and kisses to each of you. Love you guys until the next upload, which will come shortly. Whew, I'm nearly out of breath, guys, because Auntie gotta go. Okay? Okay, talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.